my grandson's idea.
I haven't seen him in ages. How is he?
Steve's fine. Brought y'all some tomatoes. First of the season. I didn't expect to see you in town, Shelby.
Well, I'm here.
Well, take some tomatoes back home with you. There's plenty. Boy, your hair is short. Looks good.
Thank you, Miss Weezer. Jack Jr. loves tomatoes. He smears them on the cafe curtain in the kitchen.
Your mom says you've become an incredible gourmet cook.
I try. When we first married, all Jackson wanted was meat and potatoes and vegetables just the way his mama made them. Cooked to mush. But I've broken him of that. I even got some pate down him last week. He swore it was dog food. Jack Jr. loved it, though.
Clary, how many tomatoes do you want? Tomatoes have no calories and are full of things.
Weezer, y'all almost chipping today. Why are you in such a good mood? Did you run over a small child?
Do you or do you not want some tomatoes?
Don't give me all of them.
Well, somebody's got to take them. I hate them. Try not to eat healthy food if I can help it. As soon as his body wears out, the better off I'll be. I have trouble getting enough grease into my diet.
Then why do you grow them?
I am an old Southern woman. I'm supposed to wear funny looking hats and ugly old dresses and grow vegetables in the dirt. Don't ask me why. I don't make the rules.
You should get some gloves. Your hands look like a couple of T-bone steaks.
Health is the most important thing, Miss Weezer. Trust me on this.
And while I have everyone's attention, this morning I went to my mailbox and found that someone has put me on the mailing list for the Riverview Baptist Church. Lucky me! I'm now receiving chain letters for Christ.
They aren't chain letters. They're part of my prayer group's Reach Out in Touch project. We were each supposed to write somebody in the community that we thought might be in spiritual trouble and invite them to worship. I guess you made everyone's list.
I think it's in the worst possible taste to pray for perfect strangers.
Reach out to Weezer and he'll pull back a bloody stump. Shelby, I just realized you saved me a phone call. Next Friday, Sis Orell and I are driving up to Monroe, and we'd like to take you and Jackson to dinner if we may.
I can't Friday night. I'm sorry. What's the occasion?
This is going to sound kind of silly, but we're coming up to go to the Little Theater. We had tickets to a play.
Oh, I didn't think you went to see anything that didn't have a gold post at our end.
Up to now, I haven't. But Sis and I decided at Bridge one day that we needed to keep up. We wanted to expose ourselves to a little more culture, and that's not easy to come by in this neck of the woods.
What are you exposing yourself to exactly?
I don't know. Something. The last thing we saw there was pretty good. It was Shakespeare. I was a little apprehensive at first, but you know what? When you get down right down to it, he writes pretty straightforward stuff. Have to admit, when they hide behind curtains and put little masks over their faces to fool people, that got kind of silly. Sis fell for it, but I didn't.
Sis Orell is so dumb. She thinks Sherlock Holmes is a subdivision.
Anyway, Sis and I like it so much, we're planning a theater trip to New York.
Oh, New York! Oh, Clary, I am green with envy. Promise me you will go to the first floor of Bloomingdale's. Come back and tell me everything. Woman Day says it's impossible to walk through there and not get made up.
We're just talking. I'm scared to death of getting on a plane.
Oh, it's a piece of cake. You're safe to fly in than you are in a car. Just sit near the rear. It's the best place to survive a crash.
Miss Weezer, why don't you go to Monroe with Miss Clary?
I'm not myself to anything.
You should broaden your horizons. You grow
broaden your horizons your way, and I'll broaden my horizons mine. I have plans next Friday. I'm going to Shreveport to have my colors done.
Your what?
I'm going to have my colors done. I'm going to find out if I'm a spring or summer or fall or winter. It's a present mowing.
What are you talking about?
Every person has a particular color. You determine what season you are, and then you know what colors look best on you. Then you give them samples of the colors in your pouch. It's most helpful when you shop for clothes. Gives you fashion courage.
That is the stupidest thing I have ever heard of.
It's all the rage.
A lot of my friends in Monroe had it done.
There is an article on that topic in that family circle right there. I'm the epitome of winter.
Shelby, why don't you have it done? So fashion conscious.
No, I'm scared too. I might find out that pink is not in my palette. And I'm not sure I could live with that.
I have heard it all. Well, I'm going to the theater. I'm going to support the arts in all areas.
I'll write a check. I support art, I just don't want to see it.
It wouldn't airlift you, you know.
Let's get one thing straight. I don't see plays because I can nap at home for free. And I don't see movies because they're all trash and full of naked people. And I don't read books because if they're any good, they'll be made into a miniseries.
I'm surprised you and Daddy don't get along any better than you do. Miss Weezer, how are things with Owen? I try to check up on you, but I haven't been able to lately.
They're all right. I enjoy his company on occasion.
I can report that the Shorewood Florist delivery truck stops by her house at least twice a week.
He knows I like fresh flowers.
And I can report that a strange car is parked in her garage at least once a week.
There! My secret's out. I'm having an affair with a Mercedes-Benz.
Weezer, forgive me. I have been wanting to ask you this for a while. Are you and Owen? You know?
Wait. I have to get a mental picture of this.
A dirty mind is a terrible thing to waste. Not that it's any of anyone's business, but no, we are friends. If you would like more, I'm dealing with that. But I'm old and set in my ways.
You are playing hard to get.
At her age, she should be playing beat the clock. She's just like her old dog. Both have trouble with their new tricks.
No talking trash in my shop.
Can't help it, it men find me desirable.
Shelby, when are you gonna bring that baby of yours by?
I brought some pictures of him. Here, let me show you.
Has he gained any weight?
He's about 15 pounds now.
God, he is a tiny thing.
He only weighed 1.5 pounds when he was born. But he'll catch up. Give him time.
Bless his heart. Boy, those were some anxious hours, weren't they? We didn't know who to worry about the most. You or that baby.
I certainly wouldn't recommend having a baby 3 months premature.
I get upset thinking about it.
Then let's don't. Yep, Jack Jr. is a little fighter. And he's going to wear me out. I wish I knew where he gets all that energy.
Don't try to do it all yourself. You get the husband of yours to help. I'm supposed to be helping out this decade.
Oh, he helps, I guess. Mama doesn't think he does, but he does. Sometimes when he thinks about it, which isn't often. Most of the time, he doesn't do a damn thing. And every weekend, he's off hunting.
Oh. But Jackson certainly is a good provider.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, and he'll come around. And when he does, I want you to run and tell me how you did it. And I'll work on that sofa slug out there too.
This one's pretty.
Oh, I thought so. Private Passion is my favorite. It's luscious without being sleazy. Oh, ladies, next Saturday we're gonna need to make some time adjustments. I'm gonna be all by my lonesome. Nell is going away on a well-deserved vacation.
That's nice. Are you taking a trip?
Yes, I am.
Aren't you going to tell us where you're going?
No.
Please, Nell, I don't know how I'll get through this week without that information.
You'll just make fun.
Oh, Nell, you know I love it when you go on and on about your spiritual growth. I just can't get enough.
She has got a very nice little trip planned to Camp Crossroads in the Ozarks.
I don't believe I've ever heard of Camp Crossroads.
It's in the middle of Arkansas. It's a Christian camp. There's just cabins, a chapel, a dining hall in the middle of the mountains with a lake. I will spend a week in Bible study, prayer, and meditation. You're in the middle of nature, surrounded by the beauty of the Lord.
All the water beds. Lisa, leave her alone. I'm just trying to find out more about Camp Cross-Eyed. I might want to go.
That's a laugh. You've never done a religious thing in your life.
That's not true. A bunch of friends and I, when I was in school, would go dress up like nuns and go bar hopping.
Is your boyfriend going with you?
No, he said he'd rather eat dirt.
I'm gonna check up on my granddaughter, make sure she's still going to that Episcopal church. This born-again process is awfully tedious.
Miss Weezer, I have to say this, and I don't mean to hurt you, but I worry about your faith sometimes.
Oh, my faith is fine. It's my hair that needs the most work.
Weezer, one of these days, somebody's going to cut the feet out of your stockings.
Weezer, have you no shame?
Oh no, Truvy, that's all right. I love Miss Weezer. I pray for her every day, sometimes twice.
Morning, everybody.
Shelby.
Mama, please don't say anything. I like it. It'll be so much easier to deal with.
Oh, honey. Bless your heart.
It'll dry so quick. All I have to do is run my fingers through it.
You haven't had short hair since kindergarten.
I know. I decided today that I'm going to get my hair all cut off every 25 years.
I love it. I do.
It's not too perky, is it?
It looks great. How are you feeling?
I'm fine, Mama. How are you?
Just fine. Here, I brought you a goodie. You can open it later.
Lynn, it must be nice having your entire family home this weekend.
Oh, it's rare indeed, but it has been nice.
Any special reason?
Just to get together. Last week was our anniversary.
Why didn't you say something to remind me? I would have baked you something.
Which
Girl
one?
loves my nut surprise cake.
Oh, we never considered it a major occasion before.
Well, which one is
It's
it?
our 30th.
Oh.
30th, that's a big one. What is the 30th anniversary?
How do you mean?
You know, first is paper, 20th is china, 25th is silver, then the 30th must be...
Valium.
What would Jerome say if he heard you say that?
Nothing. He doesn't even know what Valium is. A man prides himself on never having any tension, which is amazing considering the amount he has created over the years. Oh, listen to me. I have got to stop taking pot shots at Drum all the time. He's a good man. He's crazy, but he's a good man.
He seems to be behaving himself lately. He was most civil at the Piggly Wiggly yesterday. I was caught off guard and smiled at him before I could help myself.
The most bizarre thing has happened. Drum and I seem to be rediscovering those things that brought us together in the first place.
Used to be, The idea of our parents being romantic made me and my brother sick to our stomachs. But it's actually very sweet. It's been a lovely week.
Every now and then we just find these moments of magic. I don't know. I don't know if I am lucky to have what I have or lucky to know what I have. That's too deep for me.
I have to go get my tires rotated.
Miss Weezer?
Malin, you should write a romance novel based on your new experiences. I could help you with the dirty bits.
No one would believe it. Shelby, you look a little pale.
I'm fine, Mama. How are you?
Well, ladies, if you're out and about this afternoon, you should stop by the Dixie Plaza Shopping Center. The radio station is sponsoring the summer fiesta with lots of prizes and a live band. They call themselves Single Bullet Theory.
Shelby, what have you been doing?
Oh, it doesn't hurt.
What have you done to yourself? Have you seen this Malin?
Yes, I have.
The doctor's just been trying to strengthen my veins. They're in terrible shape.
It looks like you have been driving nails into your arms. What's going on here?
Shall we tell them, Mama?
I guess so. No point keeping it a secret any longer. Shelby has been driving nails into her arm.
It's my dialysis.
What?
Dialysis. It's when
I know what it is.
Can you tell us what is going on, honey?
It's not a big thing. No big thing. Don't look at me like that.
How long have you been doing this dialysis?
A couple of months.
Mary Lynn Eaton, I am without words. Why haven't I been told?
There was no point. Sometimes you don't want to talk about things.
What would have been the point? There's nothing you could do.
We could have done something.
I can't believe you didn't say anything. This is selfish. This is very selfish of you.
Hold it. You are all talking like this is something.
This isn't something.
Having Jack Jr. put too much strain on my kidneys and now they're kaput. That's all. The doctor said this would probably happen.
That's all. That's all she says.
I'm responding beautifully to dialysis. Do I look bad?
Look beautiful.
Well, maybe you'll let us in on what's going to happen.
Do you do this dialysis forever?
I could, I suppose. But that wouldn't be real convenient when you are trying to keep up with a 15-month-old ball of fire. So, I'll just get a kidney transplant and I'll be fine.
Is it that easy?
Sure, they do them all the time in Shreveport. 3 or 4 a week. They do. Our Sunday school class was praying for one just the other day.
But the hard part's finding a kidney, isn't it?
I saw something about it on the news. It's so dramatic. These medical teams fly all over the place taking hearts and kidneys and who knows what else. And you know the thing that impressed me the most? They carry those organs in beer coolers.
Stop.
I would not lie in a moment as serious as this. Those doctors take out their 6-packs, throw in some dry ice and a heart, and get on a plane.
She's right. But you never know when one will pop up, do you? No. I'm registered on the nationwide transplant computer.
Well, how long do you have to wait?
There are people at dialysis that have been waiting for years.
Oh, that must be agony.
I suppose. But I'm lucky. I don't have to wait anymore. Mama's going to give me one of her kidneys.
Hold on. When?
We check in tomorrow morning.
You're giving Shelby a kidney tomorrow, and you haven't even mentioned it?
Truly, I am in a bit of a rush. Will you do my hair?
Well, I never thought there'd be a time when words would deceive me, but
Why didn't you?
I think this is it.
Why didn't you tell us?
We just told you. We haven't known ourselves that long. We were all just tested last week. I'm the closest match.
What do you mean match?
There are 4 categories for an organ match, and I match the best.
Categories? swimsuit, evening gown, talent, and personality interview.
I'm going to yank you bald-headed, smarty. We are very upset here.
I passed upset a long time ago.
I'm sorry. That's Tommy's joke. I think it's very funny.
Well, no wonder your whole family's in town, Malin.
I'm just happy it was me. The boys are so young, I never want them to go through it. And who'd want one of Drum's mean old organs? Oh. The best part about all of this is that with all the testing and stuff, I have discovered I have the constitution of someone 10 years younger. How about that?
It must be so painful.
Not really for me. My operation's simple. Mama's is awful. They basically have to saw her in half to get the kidney. It's major surgery for her.
They have to saw you in half?
They do it on Circus of the Stars all the time.
This is no laughing matter.
Trust me, Miss Clary, there have been more than enough tears.
It is going to make my waist smaller because they take the bottom 2 ribs out to get the kidney out.
Cher had her ribs taken out to make her waist smaller.
Please, that woman's out of her mind.
Look, Shelby, earlier this morning I said I'd be better off when my body wears out. I didn't mean that. You know better to pay any attention to anything I say.
Miss Weezer, forget it.
I'm a terrible person.
You're not, Weezer. You'd give your dog a kidney if he needed one.
Absolutely.
You two seem so calm and collected.
Well, I'm happy. Look at the opportunity I have. Most mothers only get to give their children life once. I get the chance to do it twice. Shelby needs her health to chase after that rambunctious kid of hers. I have 2 kidneys and I only need 1. I'm just glad we can get it over with before it gets too hot.
Ain't that the truth? I'm going to postpone my vacation today so I can sit with your husband during the operation. I can run get Coca-Colas and things.
That's sweet of you, but don't change your plans.
And we'll make sure Drummond gets enough food.
Yes, you must put your house out of your mind. We will take care of everything.
I appreciate that. And I know Drum does too.
Glenn, you are brave. You are brave.
You know, Shelby, if I didn't know any better, I wouldn't even know you'd ever been sick a day in your life. That's the biggest compliment anyone's ever paid me.
Poor Shelby.
Don't say that. I have my baby. I'm very happy. If this is part of the price I have to pay, then I have to pay it. I can deal with it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, someone has a present to open.
Oh, is that for me?
Only if you can wear a size 4.
I can take it in.
Mama, would you?
Oh, sure. Now, it is just a little something I picked up. It was on sale. Truthfully.
Oh.
Ladies, do I look fabulous or what? God bless you, Shelby.
You're gonna be the sassiest girl in that hospital.
What about me? Shelby, honey, why don't you run on home and spend some time with your daddy? I'm going to be here a little while. Drum is not taking this very well at all. He is getting so emotional over the least little thing.
Trudy, this might gross you out, but can I have my hair? Is that too repulsive?
People do it all the time.
I've had it so long. I guess it represents an error or something.
Well, honey, your nails. I'll put it in a box and give it to your mama.
I love you all. Miss Clary, would you do something for me?
Of course.
The next time you talk to Drew and Belle, I know they're upset about Marshall and all, but tell them I said if that's the most disturbing thing that's ever happened to them, they should just get over it.
I'll tell them today.